Hello everyone, my name is SpiderStaryu and welcome to my little video vlog here. Yeah, I decided to do like a little video for the Nintendo Switch presentation. Mind you, my thoughts are still a little bit scattered after the presentation, so I apologize, there's gonna be some cut-ins. Um, but yeah, I just really wanted to talk about some things really quickly and just go over some of my thoughts like really quick after the presentation. Um, what the heck was that? Um, So we got the price reveal and we got the date reveal for Nintendo Switch. They pretty much talked about a lot of things. So the release date is actually gonna be March 3rd. I thought it was gonna be a lot later, so a lot later meaning later in March. That's what I mean. And also the price is gonna be $299, $299, not $299 like $2.99, $299. So I think it's a relatively fair price. Most consoles like what, like PlayStation 4 and things like that when it first came out, like it was like what 400, like something like that. So I think 300 is a very fair price. That's very fair to me. Um, and also they talked a little bit about online. I believe they talked about online. Online is going to be a paid service. I believe after fall. I'm not totally sure on that. I believe it'll be after fall. The online service will be something you have to pay for. So that's something new for Nintendo as well. Because as you guys know, for the Wii and then for the Wii U, you know, you didn't have to pay for anything. But the service was kind of eh. So I'm hoping that, you know, even though it sucks that we have to pay for it, you know, I'm gonna hopefully assume that they're gonna put their best into it, meaning like they're gonna make the online service a lot better, meaning less disconnections, more content, maybe even having something like achievements. I don't know, just something more, something more. I talked a lot about the controller, the Joy-Con. That's what they call it, the Joy-Cons. So I'm gonna talk a little bit about that. I actually really want to feel it in my hands because when they were showing off the controllers, well, it's a controller, but you can split into two. It can be used as two controllers. So pretty much when you get the controller, it's one controller altogether, like with the rib cage, everything. It's one controller altogether, but you can split it up. So get one Joy-Con here, one Joy-Con here. It's kind of think of it like the Wiimote and a nunchuck, kind of, but not exactly. But you can use it as like two controllers. Like you can play like Mario Kart 8. That was also another game that I'm gonna talk about a little bit later, like Mario Kart 8. You can play that with two controllers. So, and also the controllers are gonna be expensive. Oh my gosh! I checked online; they're $80 for the whole controller. I mean, just the two Joy-Cons together, that's $80. That's a lot of money. So just make sure you get the right color you want. They revealed two colors, I believe. It's one's gonna be like gray, one's gonna be gray, and then one's gonna be neon blue and neon red. Like literally, one side neon blue, one side neon red. So I really want to get the colored one. Blue is awesome. I love the blue one. It looks so cool. So I'm really hoping to get the colored one. Actually, I've been looking online already after the presentation. Everything was already like sold out. You can't pre-order anything. Um, I live in New York, so in Manhattan we have a Nintendo store, Nintendo NYC. I was actually gonna go there, try to go there early in the morning, but it was a good thing I didn't because to pre-order it, you'd have to go really early, and I don't want to go. I don't want to wake up so early, travel on the subway, and just to find out that I can't get it because there's so many people there. Trust me, there's a lot of people there. I already know this because of the NES Classic. I still haven't been able to get that because every time they have it, it gets sold out really quickly early in the morning. So, but the controller does look interesting. I really want, like I said, I really want to feel it in my hands. I want to see what it feels like. And also, I'm not sure I mentioned this earlier. Forgive me if I did, but I think I only brushed upon it. But the controllers look kind of small. You know, like me, I have pretty big hands. You know, I don't have the biggest hands in the world, but my hands are pretty big. And I'm just thinking about those controllers. Like, all right, is it gonna my hand gonna be too big? Like, am I just gonna be like, oh, like this tiny little A button, this tiny little B button? I'm just wondering. I don't really know for sure, but it does look really small. I really want to try it out and see how exactly it'll fit in my hands. But otherwise, the controller and stuff looks cool. There's also gonna be a capture button, which is awesome. I love the fact that we're gonna have a capture button because you know me, I do playthroughs and stuff like that. So having a capture button is gonna be great. So I have high hopes for the controller. It's not going to be giant. I mean, maybe I'm assuming that the controller is going to be small because the Wii U is just so big. So I'm comparing it to that. You know what I mean? Like the Wii U is just like this gigantic thing, and the Switch, the Switch is like this tinier controller, this tiny Joy-Con. That's what they call it. So it's gonna be really interesting to see how it fits in people's hands and for people like with big hands like me. So it's gonna be interesting to see how that is. All right, so let's talk about some of the games that we saw at the presentation. So here's the deal. So we got they actually revealed the 3D Mario game. It's called Super Mario Odyssey. And we got a whole like view. Like when we first saw the trailer, it was like Mario coming out of a manhole, and it was like Mario coming out of a manhole, I believe, and into a city, and it's called New Donk City. You already know. Hoo-ha, Donkey Kong. And you know me, I'm a giant Donkey Kong fan, so when I saw this, I was just like... You know, it's really cool. It's interesting. You know, jokes about the name aside, you know, it's really interesting to see Mario in a city, because that's not really something that we've seen Mario in before. You know, we had the whole deal with the TV shows back then that said Mario was from Brooklyn and stuff. So it's really interesting to see Mario actually in a city. And I believe it said it was like open world. They said it was like kind of like open world kind of. So like I was kind of like imagining like Sonic Adventure kind of. I don't know. That was a game I used to play when I was younger, so it just made me think of that. So it's gonna be really interesting to see how the city is. And I'm just saying about not just about the city, but how the game is entirely. I'm just mentioning the city because Donkey Kong's on my lap, and that's all I'm thinking about. But for real, just really quickly about the city. There better be Donkey Kong plastered everywhere. This says New Donk City. All right, I saw Dixie Street, so they had a reference to Dixie Kong and like the other Kongs. All right, so that's cool. But I better see some Donkey Kong. I want to see Donkey Kong, like I was mentioning to my friend, Super Zambazzy. I want to see Donkey Kong like in a suit with his signature tie. That would be so cool. Really, it would be. It would be so cool. And then I want to see like bananas plastered everywhere. I want to see bananas everywhere. All right, I just want to see bananas everywhere. I want to see Donkey Kong everywhere. This is New Donk City, so we better see that it's Donkey Kong. All right, I know it's a city, but it still has some Donkey Kong. Who? And but the game itself, you know, it looks really interesting. I really want to try it out. I believe they said it's gonna come out holiday 2017. So that's gonna be like what, December, November, like around there. It's so freaking far away, but you know, I'm really interested to try it out. And Mario can now like take his hat off. His hat is apparently alive, I think. His hat's alive, and he can throw it. So like he just takes his hat and he just throws it around, I guess, kind of like a boomerang. So that's gonna be interesting to see how that will work and why his hat's suddenly alive and whatnot. So that's gonna be interesting to see. We also have Splatoon 2. Splatoon 2 was revealed. I actually thought it was just gonna be a Splatoon port, like literally just Splatoon 1, and then make it like 1.5, like what they were doing with Mario Kart 8, or what I thought they were doing with Mario Kart 8. So it's kind of surprising to see like an entirely new game, Splatoon 2. Splatoon, like, it feels like just yesterday that game came out. Like, that game came out, like, 2015. In, like, what, May, June, like, around there. And it feels not too long ago. So it just feels so weird that they're making already a sequel already. But maybe it makes sense because maybe they're just building on a success they already have. It's probably a good idea. You know, so far what they revealed, they have new weapons. There's, like, a weapon with, like, 2 guns. So you shoot like this, like... That's pretty cool. And I think there was something that resembled Flood a little bit, like Mario's Flood. I think there was something that resembled that. You guys know what I mean? Like Flood from Super Mario Sunshine. Something resembled that, I think. And there was just multiple, you know, new guns. And I think there's new specials as well. So it's going to be really cool to see how exactly this will play out. And how... Because Splatoon is fun. Period. Splatoon is very fun. So seeing more customization, and hopefully we see more modes as well. You know, Turf War is awesome. Definitely don't get rid of that. But, like, I want to see, like, new modes. Because we need like justification to buy this game, because to me it makes no sense for someone who already had a Wii U and already dished out a lot of money for all this stuff to just buy like Splatoon 2 already. It doesn't even feel like that long ago. So to me, I don't really know exactly if people are going to really buy it. as much, but I think Splatoon fans, regardless, are just gonna love this game a lot. Like I said, new modes. I want new modes, and the new hairstyles is a nice touch too. So it's gonna be interesting to see how it works. New hairstyles, new guns, new everything. Maybe a new story mode. Maybe we get to see more of Callie and Marie, where they came from. Maybe. Be interesting to see. Splatoon 2. So Splatoon 2 comes out in summer. I don't even know if you guys hear that, but kids are screaming outside. Ugh. Where's Dark Boo when you need him? I need him to get rid of these kids. But no, what I was going to say is Splatoon 2 comes out in summer. So I have to wait till the summer to see how exactly it'll be. So that's not too far away. Next is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. This actually was not really revealed in the massive like presentation they had. Like they had some moments where they would show it, but they didn't like really go into detail. So if you actually watch the trailer, like they have on their YouTube channel, which I'll post below as well, they actually revealed that King Boo's playable, of course, King Boo, Bowser Jr.'s playable, and then we also have Dry Bones, and then the interesting thing, we actually have Splatoon, Mario Kart 8 X Splatoon. I don't know if they're shipping them together or what, but yeah, we're actually going to get some Splatoon stuff. So we're going to get a Splatoon course, a racing course. We're actually going to get a battle course as well for Splatoon. So that's pretty cool. And then an Inkling Boy and Inkling Girl are both playable. And I think they have different colors as well. I think there's a pink one and a green one. So yeah, Splatoon is really making their mark. Like even on Mario Kart 8. Wow, it's really interesting. So other than that, battle mode is also kind of revamped. It looks like it's going to be just like Mario Kart 7 from the looks of it, because you get like, I think they made it more than Mario Kart 7 where you had 3 balloons. I think it's now 5 balloons. You have 5 balloons to start with, I think. I believe so. You have 5 balloons to start with, and the point is just get the most points. You know, just like Mario Kart Wii, you get the most points. You get the most points in the end, you win. The thing is, though, gotta remember about Mario Kart 7 is that if you lose all your balloons, you can still be in the race. You're not going to no longer play like Mario Kart 8's stupid battle mode. You're still in the race. You're still in the running. You're still able to kick butt, but you're going to lose half your points. So like, let's say you have like 7 points and then you lose your last balloon. You're going to drop down to 3 balloons, then you'll come back. Drop down to 3 points, I mean. You're going to drop down from 7 points to 3 points. So actually, I do like that more than Mario Kart 8. So it's going to be really interesting to see how battle mode plays out. I really hope that they have teams like Mario Kart Wii. I really, just as an option, it doesn't have to be the main thing, but just have it as an option, please. Because team was so fun in Mario Kart Wii. And my dog Sugar is trying to go in. Sugar, you're on my video now. Good Sugar. Oh, she's adorable. Anyway, I'm sorry, off track. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, that's what they call it. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is going to be out in April 28th, I think. It's going to be April. Late April for sure. So late April after the release. And also, they revealed more stuff. Like, I don't even know if many of you guys care about these types of games, but they revealed Puyo Puyo Tetris, which is going to be out for, actually going to be coming here overseas finally. It was a Japanese game way back when. They came to America for a little while with Puyo Pop Fever. And then that was the last game we got. And that was like over 10 years ago. And they're finally going to try to bring Puyo back to United States, Europe, and things like that. So that's really cool. And I really hope these Puyo games succeed, because I love the Puyo series. I know maybe you guys don't really know much about it. If you don't really know much about it, all you need to know is it's a puzzle game. And it's really fun. So, and it's mixed with texture. This game is mixed with Tetris. So it's even more interesting and unique. You know what I mean? So, actually, I think it's going to be coming out March 3rd, I believe. It's either that or sometime in May. But I don't know. I think it's March 3rd, because the game has been out in Japan for like 2 years. Come on now. You just need to get voices. It's easy. But yeah, that's really interesting. That's going to be there. And also, wait, let me get into one more thing. I can't believe I didn't say this at the beginning. You see, this is what I mean by my thoughts being scattered. They revealed this new thing called ARMS. It's a game called ARMS. It's pretty much like a fighting game. Think of kind of like Punch-Out, but kind of not. It's like, you have to, if you watch the trailer, it'll make all sorts of sense. Literally. But how it is pretty much is like, you take the 2 Joy-Cons, one in each hand, and then you punch like that. And then when you punch like that, the arms move, and then you can hit your opponent. That's the point of the game. You hit your opponent and knock them out. You know, like kind of like boxing. You know, boxing. You guys know what boxing is. but you have long arms. So your arms are really long, and that's how it is. And you can also like curve it. So when you curve it like that, the arm also curves in the game. So that's the cool thing about the controllers. The controllers have really great capabilities. So it's gonna be interesting to see how this game is. This game's gonna be coming out in spring. I'll also put a link to that in the description. You can check it out yourself. When you check it out, it'll make so much more sense than what I'm describing. But it's like a boxing game, kind of. It'll be interesting to see. And also, they revealed 1-2 Switch, which is a game they said you have to look into people's eyes. Ooh. You look into people's eyes. That's how you play the game. So, I don't know exactly what that means. I don't even know if that means it'll be interesting. I don't really have high hopes for 1-2 Switch. I could be wrong, though. Maybe it'll be really fun. But so far, I was looking and I was like, so, okay. I get it. So, you don't have to look at the TV. You look into someone's eyes. You look right into their eyes. But, like, how exactly is that going to work? Like, what type of games are we going to play? They showed, like, kind of like a Western thing in the trailer. Like, a Western, like, draw. But that's, like, what, like 2 seconds? Like, well, we're going to play, like, 2-second games? Like, that's the whole entire, that's what, that's worth $60? I'm not too sure about that. So, we'll see as time goes on. But that's pretty much it. They revealed lots of third-party games as well. They revealed Sonic Mania and Puyo, like I mentioned. They revealed Dragon Quest games. The translator guy, he was having trouble. I actually felt kind of bad. Looked like he was struggling during one of them. I forgot which one. I'll also post that in the description too, so you can check that out. The translator dude was struggling hardcore. So, but yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts so far about the presentation. I have high hopes for Nintendo Switch. I have high hopes that it's going to be better than Nintendo Wii U, which won't be that hard because Wii U was a flop. There was some great games, but it was mostly a flop. And I'm just hoping that Nintendo Switch doesn't flop. We don't really have a lot of games to begin with. Oh, how did I forget this? Breath of the Wild. This is the whole reason why, guys. I wore my Zelda t-shirt, which is a little freaking big on me. Oh my gosh, I need to work out. Oh my god. But the whole reason why I even wore this shirt. Breath of the Wild looks astonishing. It looks phenomenal. I can't believe I forgot about it. You see, this is what I mean. Thoughts scattered. But it looks really cool, and I just really can't wait to get it. I'm actually gonna get it. I actually was not gonna get it at first. I was like, whatever, it doesn't look that interesting. But this trailer really has caught my attention. So I really just can't wait to see it and actually get the game. And I just really want to get my hands on the Switch. They actually have some things. They said, Reggie at the end of the presentation said that there's going to be some places where you can actually try out the Switch early, which, like I mentioned earlier, I live in New York. There's actually a place in Manhattan, Nintendo NYC. They're going to have that, but I already know the lines are going to be freaking long, so you're going to have to go like really early in the morning, like 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning, just to get there and be able to play a game for like, what, 2 minutes, 3 minutes? I'm not going to do that. I'd rather wait. I'm good waiting. Other than that, that's pretty much my thoughts so far. I'm going to be having a podcast with my Lost Level friends about this. I'll also post that in the description once it's done. Once it's out. It'll be out like after Saturday, like more than likely on Sunday. So you guys can check that out when it's out. But that's pretty much my thoughts so far. I mean, feel free to comment below what you think. If you agree with some of my thoughts or you disagree. But if you disagree, that's totally fine. Don't think you have to agree with me. To you, if you think the presentation was bad or lackluster, absolutely tell me in the comments below. I want to hear different opinions. Different opinions are A-okay. Let's just not hate on other people's opinions. But different opinions are 100% okay. Alright? So that's pretty much all my thoughts. Oh, and I know once I post this video, I'm going to be probably thinking, oh, why didn't I mention this? Why did I not mention this? It always happens. Anyway, regardless, that's my thoughts so far. Comment below what you think, please. And also check out all my social media. My social media will be in the description below. As well, I am SpiderStaryu on Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook, Nintendo Network, Google+, Instagram. All of it is SpiderStaryu. You'll also look for Michael Rudolph. Then you find me there because that's my name as well. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I will see you guys next time. Hopefully with another Paper Mario Color Splash video, because I'm currently doing a playthrough on that. So there'll be a video soon. Don't you guys worry. And with that, that's the end of our video. Alright? Thank you guys so much for watching. That's it. Comment below what you think. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching.